Hello everyone and welcome to Shard TCG. My name is James and today we're doing a pack opening video and we have 3 packs for you. Now these are still the prototype packs. So these are basically the last of them. The next batch that we order will be the proper batch, the finished batch with the larger writing and everything like that. But the art is still the same, so we can enjoy a nice pack opening video. Also, when we order the new packs, we're going to be ordering some of the other TCG packs. So if you like looking at other people's homemade TCGs, then be sure to subscribe and check that out because we will be doing that in the future. Nice clean cuts. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll start with this one. Okay, so we're going to just move them off to the side there and we'll see what we've got. Oh. Alright. Here we go, right? First one. We've got the Octoculous. Oh, he's one of my favourites, the Octoculous. So that works out quite nicely. Completely made up creature, not like how in Shard some of us take some mythological creatures and everything like that. I just wanted an 8-eyed freak called the Octoculous, and I just played with that. Really, my initial thought was to just have it be floating eyes and tentacles like that, so this whole body here wouldn't be there at all. It would just be a floating eye thing. But we were doing a lot of floaty things for the Aberration class. So we gave it a body and stuff. But I love the body with these little hands and everything like that. I hope you got a good view of that there. Alright, next up, Steinburus. Oh my god, this is my deck. This is my pack, this. So we've got Steinburus, my favourite stone golem as well. Check that out. Very nice. Two shards, 2 mana. He's a 5/5/2 with block. He's got power shield, so he increases strength every time he uses a block, which is great when you've got a 2 block. Very strong if you can get him on the field for a couple of turns. So that's awesome. Those are probably my 2 favourite creatures, really. I'm really hoping to pick up a legendary today, you know, like we haven't had one legendary, and from the packs that we bought, we should have had at least one. So one of these 3 packs, they could be the legendary, and we're going to catch it on camera. This is the goal, guys. The Sylph, one of the elementals, the elemental ether. I was going to say light for a second. That would have been me getting it wrong. So that's okay. I'm glad I didn't. Alright, very nice. So as you can see, the elementals, you only cost mana instead of just the shard cost, because they're creatures of magic. Okay, next up, the Nero, or Nairo, depending on how you like to pronounce it. One of the lower level Guardian dragons. So Guardian stops you from attacking your opponent attacking directly. So this guy will always step in, make sure that your life is safe. It's good to have 1 or 2 Guardians in your deck. Oh, Atlatnica. Very nice. So Atlatnica will go with our Ether Elemental, and the Ether Elemental will boost Atlatnica. So big scary spider with a adjacent hockey mask, but you know, it's very nice. Set 2 will have Cult of Atlatnica. If you haven't checked that out, you'll probably be able to notice the thumbnail if you're looking through the YouTube channel. It's just to obviously have the matching masks. Okay, Sharoof. We've got the Sharoof. Very nice. Another golem to go with our golem collection. Maybe I'll put him down there. Keep the golems kind of together there. So he's a lava golem. Bit stronger than the Steinburus because he's got more of a shard cost. And he's got that menacing face, you know. I quite like the Sharoof art style. Alright, Life Harvest. Right, we hadn't picked up a spell yet, have we? No, that's our first spell, Life Harvest. I think the other one I was picking up the most of is Mind Harvest. All the Harvest cards are the same rarity, the common, because we want to make sure that people have a way of getting more shards on the field faster. We had to make these cards common so people can use that. I don't know why I'm putting it there. I'm doing what Richard does and I'm putting it in a random order. Alright, Grave Harvest. Oh, two Harvest cards off the bat. Right, that's great. I think the Grave Harvest is probably the most popular harvest. Like, Life Harvest is you tap into your life and get a shard. Grave Harvest is you tap into your graveyard and get a shard. So, I prefer the Life Harvest. I think you're better off chipping your life early because you can do that on your first turn. Where Grave Harvest, you've got to wait till you've lost a creature or two. Okay, the neck. We've got our first imp of the video. Very nice. Little poison imp. You got to watch out for him. He lurks in the shadows. You can't target him. And then he's gonna sting you and inflict wound. He's not really enough to kill a lot of creatures, but ooh, he packs a punch. Frost Shards right now is considered the OP card of the of the spells in set 1 because it does 2 damage and it's a multicast, so you can cast it up to 5 times. So you see, I mean, it might not be able to see in the video, but it does have a little multicast there. So 1 mana, you've got a maximum of 5 mana. You could cast it 5 times, take out a creature with 10 health. Very strong, very strong. Okay, here we go, here we go. Fireball, another contender. It's not as strong as Frost Shard in terms of raw damage, but it does inflict wound with its along with its damage. So it'll inflict 1 damage, and it's also multicast, so you can inflict that 5 times. So that's 5 damage with the potential to inflict 5 wounds as well. Very strong. And it will sync up with a lot of fire and poison decks that way, that like to use the wound. So next up we've got Lifephylactery. Lifephylactery, that's the right way. This card is you can tap away your life into this card, and if you can preserve it, it stores it as vitality on the card, and if you can preserve this card, then if you lose your health, it hits 0, this will restore automatically back, and it's a good way of preventing a lot of damage. Say if your opponent went for 1 big hit, say you had 2 health left and it hits directly for 10, the 10 would apply and then this would restore, so you would actually save yourself by 8 health. But other people may use it to get vitality onto the field and then use the vitality to do something else, you know. Actually, I've just realized there's one card that I've done, whether the effect stays that way or not, would go really nicely with Lifephylactery. You could, oh god, actually, I might have to look that over again, because you could do a lot with it. The Reaper, very nice. A very strong nether card, and it is good at generating shards as well. So if you want to get more shards on the field, get your Reaper out, have him destroy a few creatures, and the Reaper will reap the rewards by collecting souls for you, which will get you more shards. Very nice. Okay, next up, Impose Will. One of my favourite cards as well. I was putting this in pretty much every one of my decks near the beginning because it was very handy to have. I think this card will come in very handy once we have worm decks on the go a bit better. For the moment, we've only got 5 worms available. Set 2 will fix that, of course. We'll have a lot more worms. Now, worms like to eat things, and they like to eat friendly things as well. They target a lot of friendly units and destroy them, so they can boost their own abilities. So Impose Will take control of an opponent's creature, and then you can get your worm to eat them, and your worm will get an effect. So I think that's a good combination, and that I couldn't imagine a worm deck without at least one Impose Will. But you know, new strategies come up. We'll see what people have planned. Alright, speaking of worms, there's our first one of the day. We've got the Leechin. Very nice. A nice little cloaked creature with a leeching ability, Siphon, which means it can gain vitality. Now, when this creature is destroyed, let's see, you gain 1 life for each vitality this creature had. So that's why it works with worms. This worm is basically designed to be eaten by the bigger worms, which is a rarer use for the worms, but it's still very, very handy. Okay, I think we're starting to use up a lot of our space, and I realise my, what you call it, the mouse is in the way. Okay, Darkling. Oh god, can you make this guy out? He's just in the shadows there. We've changed the art of the Darkling a little bit. It's got a glow now, so he's more defined on the card. He does kind of hide there in the shadows though. Hey, he's a cool little card though. We like the Darkling. I think that's our first shadow creature, shadow insect creature. Oh, Golem Forge. Oh, he'll go with my Steinburus there. So that's a Steinburus that's being that's got mana getting poured into him, and I love like the little the liquefied mana on that card. It's very, very nice. So that's a ritual to help you get out more golems. Alright, and lastly, Cheerios Guru. Well, it's an ultra rare. It's not the legendary that we wanted, but it's an ultra rare. I think that's very nice still. Lovely card art. We messed with so many effects to get Cheerios Guru on the go. Cheerios Guru, I should say. But what effect did we settle with again? I think it's a balance thing because of order. It boosts order if there are equal amount of shadow and light creatures on the field. If there's more light, it'll do one thing, and if it's more shadow, it'll do another. So it's a bit different, you know. It's a bit more niche. That's why one of the reasons why we make things ultra rare as well, or a higher rarity. This is a good tip for people who are sorting out their rarities as well. If the ability is more niche, make it higher rare because it's more specialized. If it's a lower rarity, then go for something more common that can be used with more cards. And that's just a case of if people are opening packs for the first time, you want them to use the cards that are more commonly used, and then the more specialized ones should be the rarer ones for the people who've been searching for a few more packs. You know, it's just a little tip for people when you're sorting out your rarities if you're not sure how you want to organize it. Okay, pack 2, right? We're going to start going through these a little bit faster. Right, we've got the Epion, another Shadow Beast. Very nice. So, another Shadow Beast, is that right? No, we had a Shadow Insect before. Now we've got the Epion. The Epion likes to blow up. So watch out for the Epion. If you destroy it, it will inflict a lot of damage on you as it's taken out of the game. Next up, we've got the IRA. Very nice. Little Manta Ray? A little ray, we'll keep it vague, because it could be like Stingray, couldn't it? And it's got, yeah, so he's our little ray, and he's got little lapis jewels on his back, and he likes to make sure that spells don't get used on him, so that's always fun. Got that nullification there. Oh, Pixin with his Trickster ability. Now, Trickster's a fun one to use, because you get this guy out on the field, and if somebody attacks him, you can swap him for another one-shot creature. What that one-shot creature is going to be, you don't know. You're just going to have to take the chance and try and target the Pix and see what happens. Alright, oh, Demifrit, right? So we're getting some imps now. We're getting some imps in the game. Look at that. So this guy likes to pop out when a fire creature is destroyed. So like the banishing of one flame causes the birth of another. So the Demifrit likes to show up. Burst of flame. So he's great because if you've got a lot of Demifrits in your hand and a creature is destroyed, then you can just swarm the field with lots of little Demifrits. And it's really frustrating for a lot of people. So we've got Yvashi there. Big mammy spider with lots of eggs on its back. I've put a bit of lore. I have put a bit of lore in the Shard TCG website, I'm sure, about the Yvashi. If I haven't wrote it in, I'll actually have to, because I've discussed it on the Discord. It's quite good. Just how it uses its eggs for defending, really. It's the Yvashi eggs for reproduction are actually very few. It's more to use for like a smaller subspecies of Yvashi that actually defend the larger one. The Vermidax, one of our rares. Have we picked up a rare before this? No, this is our first rare, Vermidax. So another one of our worms, and this guy likes to eat things. So target an ally creature Destroy the ally creature. You gain 1 shot for each vitality the target creature had. So that's very strong, really. We've got to watch out on vitality play, because with things like that, there's a lot could happen, you know. The Crake, one of our aberrations, got Manor enhancement. You can spend mana to increase its strength temporarily for that turn. That makes it very deadly, really. It's a temporary boost, but it can charge in with a lot of damage. Alright, we've got the Magnarib, one of the staples for insects and for lava decks, really, because lavas don't really have too many one-shot creatures at the moment. But he's great with his elemental harness. If he's got other lava creatures around him, he starts to hit a bit harder. And he's got Tormentor as well, which is great for insects, because he makes sure that none of the other insects are getting attacked. You know, he's the one tormenting them and getting them to attack him. Right, our first spell of this set, of this pack, we've got Scroll of Divergence. Love the design on that one. So check that guy out. I'm always putting it off to the side there. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's right in the middle there. But check out that. I love the effects, the glowing writing and everything on that one. Very nice. I want to do more scrolls, but I don't want them to just look copy and paste. So I'm trying to wait to see a nice design that I can do for set 2. Ultimate Tribute. Very nice. Just a hand. Just a hand coming out. Basically, that one is a ritual spell. You leave it out there. If 6 creatures are destroyed, I believe, then you can summon a creature from your graveyard. So that's quite nice. It requires you to lose a lot of creatures, but at least you get something back. It's a bit of a clawback card. We like to put plenty of those in because we want a bit of back and forth with the game, you know. Alright, Chupacabra, one of Richard's favourite boys, you know. Check out that guy. Bit chaotic, a bit scary. It's almost like a gator face in appearance, you know. It's a very distorted. We've got the Lava Lung. Well, that'll go with the Magnarib if we're building a lava deck, and that's one of our rare cards as well. Check out that guy, one of the big lava dragons. What's his effect again? It could be in Lava Stream. During the start phase, while this creature is resting, next fire or lava creature can be summoned with the shard cost reduced by 1. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. So that guy encourages your hot cards to come out. Very nice. Speaking of which, we've got the Cinder. Probably the brightest card in Shard TCG. A lot of them are very dark and gloomy, as you can see. And then this guy just comes in like, hey, check that out. Yeah, you can definitely spot the Cinder in any pack. Very bright. We're going to have to introduce some brighter cards to Shard TCG because, like I say, these are very dark and gloomy. So we've got the Trent there now, our biggest plant creature anyway at 4 shards. He's got the Titan, which means if anything hits it with splash damage, instead of hurting your adjacent creatures, the Trent will absorb it all because he's that big. Okay, we've got the Nerubi, a good staple for the insect deck. So we've got the Magnarib and the Nerubi. That's a great start if you were to start an insect deck together, because the Nerubi likes to summon things and the Magnarib likes to protect things. So if you can get one of these two out, your insects are a go, basically. Alright, we've got the Zorthrin of our Void Aberrations. Very nice. We're getting a couple more Void Aberrations for set 2. Give the Zorthrin some backup. I think that'll be a lot of fun, you know. It's like I can't wait to see these Aberrations get going. Let's see, the Beather, one of Richard's favourites. He's got Zealot, so he likes to attack twice, but if he does attack twice, he hurts himself due to his effect. So he's very strong for his level. He's about the right stats for a creature without Zealot, but his effect balances that out again because he'll start to hurt himself. Alright, have we got enough space there? Move this along a little bit, just so we can see all these beautiful cards in one. There we go. And then we've got the Giliak. Check out that little cute guy. We just put in some lore on the website, shardtcg.com. If you check out the cards, there's got some lore attached. The Giliak has one now, which was submitted by a fan on our Discord channel, which you can also check out. The links are in the description below. So we've got those ones now, and we're going to move on to the third set. The Giliak is also one of the very few acid creatures. We actually got 2 in a row. So I say very few. Oh, we didn't get them in a row, did we? We had the Beatha. It was more almost in a row. Stop complaining, man. It was almost there. So the Giliak... Oh, the Giliak was now a rare one. I thought we always get the rare one right at the end. Oh well, we'll put the Trent at the top, because he's one of our rares. We've also got the Vermidax, but I'm going to put the Trent here, I think. Get our imps together. Very nice. Right, and now we're going to open one more pack and sum up this video. I'm taking too long with these packs as well, because I'm explaining everything in finer detail instead of just burning through these cards. But I'm hoping people are enjoying the lessons. We've got some good lessons going on here. Okay, last pack. Here we go. Give it a little lucky tap, lucky tap. What we got? We've got the Jengu, one of the elementals. Not sure if you can really see that too well, but he's worth 3 mana. You can see it perfectly on the card in person, but maybe in the video we might struggle a little bit, you know? So there, that's our water elemental of the video. Very nice. And next up, we've got the Ents. It's a mini Trent. You know, they'll grow up, don't worry. And the Ents are really good. I played a game where I was just piling vitality on the Ent. I think that was the last Monday Night Battle we did. I was just stockpiling so much vitality onto the Ent, getting its health high. I just got beat anyway because I didn't have enough blockers. Another Reaper, excellent. That's an excellent card to have. I've already explained the Reaper though, so we know what we're dealing with there. We've got the Carcarian, oh, one of Richard's favourites. He calls it Egyptian Crab. So check out that guy, the Egyptian Crab. So he's an order crab, and when he stays on the field, if there are fewer creatures on your side of the field than there are on the Carcarian side, the Carcarian will gain an extra block, which makes him quite tough. Which is also very good for aquatic creatures, as they like to return to the hand a lot. So when they return to the hand, obviously you're losing field presence. So having a Carcarian there to watch over your field while your aquatics are getting sorted is very useful. There we go. We've got Gravity Crush, also a very good card. I think it can disable effects. Is that right? Disable a bound creature's effect, yes. So you can bind it to an opponent's creature and disable their effect, or you can bind it to an arcane creature for them to gain 2 combat damage. So quite strong both ways. I don't think people are really taking a hard look at Arcane right now because of them. They've got warding and everything there, but we're introducing some new Arcane creatures that'll be converting wards. And I think Arcane will become a very, very strong element when other people are worrying about other things. Evocation Orb, another Arcane spell. Spend 1 ward, you gain 1 mana. Or spend 1 ward and you search through your deck and draw 1 spell. So that's quite good, because you can get that one out. You can just spend your wards and start milling your deck a bit better. So that's a little bit ethery, but sometimes it's hard to separate the elements properly. Oh, very nice. We got ourselves a Banshee, a nice phase creature. With phase, the aesthetics we want to go with is scary. If people hadn't realised, just go scary. And the Banshee's a great representation for that. I think we've got a couple of good scary ones in set 2 as well. Like we've got what's he called? The Voodoo Mimic as well. I'll probably pop him up on the screen just to show you. Alright, we've got the Minotaur there as well. Very strong Anthronian. You can rest another creature and get this guy unrested again, so you can go in for another attack, which is great because he's got overexert, which means he likes to sleep after attacking rather than just resting. So he's resting for a little bit longer, just so people know the basics. Okay, we've got the Crake. Well, we've seen the Crake already, but he's made another appearance. There he is with his Minoran enhancement. Always good to have a couple of those in deck anyway, so I'm very happy with that. We've got Eruption. That's a good, strong mid-level lava spell. I don't really see it get used too much, but it does whack a lot of damage, really. I mean, it does 3 damage to target creature and 2 to adjacent, so that's a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 damage. That can do 7 damage for 3 mana. That's a good fair exchange, I think, you know. But it's just not as targeted as something as Frost Shards because you can change the targets as you're multicasting it. We've got Flaceria. I think the hot ones like to stay together. So we've got a fire creature, a lava spell. The Flaceria, it likes to use its wounds, I believe, isn't it? Or when this creature has vitality, this creature gains wounding. Alright, so this is a situational fire creature, and it can use wounds, but it needs some vitality on it first. So it works well in the plan deck, kind of fills a niche in there. Well, not really a niche, but it fills a gap in fire decks. It's not too strong though, but it can be used in fire decks. Okay, Vermidax. So we've seen the Vermidax already, the hungry boy. He likes to eat vitality and give you some shards for it. So thank you very much, Vermidax. Manor Harvest. We've had 3 of the 4 harvest cards now. So there's the Manor Harvest, and that's a simple spend 2 mana, gain 1 shard. Very nice, very simple, easily done. Voila. Zafin, very nice. We'll go with our Vermidax. Zafin can boost adjacent acid creatures because he's an elemental. So we're going to put him there, and he's going to give him a little boost right there. Okay, Stone Shield. It's our only stone spell, actually. I didn't realize this till somebody pointed out very recently. And I thought, oh, that's a bit disappointing. We're going to have to fix that in set 2. So we're definitely getting some stone spells. I think we're getting, I forget what it's called. Skin of Stone, I think it's going to be called. The idea of that is it's going to be like a Medusa face as well. I'm thinking like a Medusa statue, perhaps. Okay, last 3 cards. And that's going to do something a little bit different to Stone Shield, but it's going to be good for the Earth decks. And other decks as well, actually. Okay, the Umibas. We've got another lava creature. Oh, should we move these along? Because he can be next to the worm, but he can go next to Eruption. I know this isn't important, but let's keep things nice. There we go. We'll put the Umibas there. Nice big lava worm. I think he gains strength when destroying things. Okay, Blood Offering, very nice. I think it's our only spell card that increases life back up, which we will be getting more of those in set 2, so don't worry about that. We've got some creatures that'll be doing the same thing. And then lastly, we've got the Calc. Oh, it's another lava. Oh, sorry Flaceria, you're out. You gotta be over here, because we've got to put the lava cards together. We've got to get that orange theme right in the middle. Right, so no legendary cards. No legendary cards. I'm a bit disappointed by that. I was really hoping for a legendary. We didn't get one. But I'm still happy with what we've got. I'm glad I got to explain a few of these cards. And then thank you very much if you've been watching this all the way through. This video is a bit longer than my usual videos. I like to do like nice 8-minute videos, you know. Something that people just don't get too bored of. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video anyway, and if you really enjoyed it and made it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button because it really helps out the channel. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.